is Hollis Map. I perform around the world. And when I travel, I book with CaribJet.
Call CaribJet now. 100% Grenadian, operating 10 years plus.
Telephone number 439-4444 in Grenada or click caribjet.com. CaribJet, True Blue St. George's. The number one for travel.
There is something new to the classic Westerhall rum look. Westerhall Estate Rum. What's your number? Drink responsibly.
No frills, just great prices, only in Quartz. We don't just talk about it, we've got it. Shop with confidence and save big. Up to 50% off appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. Plus, pay with ready finance and get 1 month free. Only at Quartz, bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies flies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
Welcome to the MTV Evening News for Friday, the 4th of March. In the headlines, National Democratic Congress candidate shares concerns over technical challenges at Parliamentary Elections Office. Local telecommunications company offering free calls to Ukraine. CARICOM concerned with military confrontation taking place in Europe. And in sport, Grenada Football Association hosts CONCACAF B and C licensed coaching program. We'll have details to those and other stories coming up for you, along with the public forecast information right after the break. Stay with us.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere.
The first segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own.
Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Good evening, I'm Tony Julian with the details. NDC's caretaker Philip Alexander says he and other residents have gone to register at the parliamentary office in St. Andrews Northwest on many occasions, but the office remains closed. However, according to Ferdinand Philip, voter and civic registration officer, the issue was technical and the matter is now resolved. Nikita Hostin has details in this report.
According to Philip Alexander, caretaker for the National Democratic Congress, residents have been experiencing challenges assessing service at the parliamentary office in St. Andrews, Northwest, and other constituencies, including in St. David and Carriacou.
It is well known in St. Andrews, Northwest in particular, but it has happened across St. Andrews, where persons wishing to be registered have gone to the parliamentary elections office at the various locations and have had difficulty with getting registered, mainly because we are told that the persons at the parliamentary elections office internet system is not working or it's not available on that particular occasion.
Ferdinand Philip, a voter and civic registration officer at the parliamentary elections office, acknowledged that there have been technical issues in some areas and the problem was fixed and addressed within days.
The issue at hand had nothing really to do with the office per se, but rather with the provider that supplies, the technical aspect to the office. But it was beyond our control. However, what I can say here that as soon as we were made aware of it, we did move to have the matter addressed. It was addressed speedily, and so the office is up and running. I can say here that, we do apologize for persons, because it wasn't only one person who came on during that period of time, but the persons who were affected were contacted subsequently as much as was reasonable for them to come and have their registration effected or whatever service they were engaged in the office for.
Alexander says he did receive a call from the parliamentary elections office on Monday stating that the matter was rectified, which he believes, but is concerned about the incident happening again. However, according to the NDC caretaker, other problems exist at the parliamentary office.
Persons who have names should have appeared on the voter registration amendment has not been there, and I can assure you we have been bringing that to the attention of the authorities, the supervisor of elections office, that there are several persons whose name should be on the most recent addendum, and that has not been there.
Ferdinand Philip assures the public that problems experienced at the parliamentary office are looked into and addressed speedily.
And this is not to say that from time to time sometimes piece of our own hardware does not malfunction. But again, as I said, once it is brought to our attention, our technical persons move speedily to address that issue.
Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
As the political climate continues to heat up, the Parliamentary Elections Office is reporting another massive uptick in voter registration. However, this has resulted in a backlog of voter identification cards, signaling that Grenadians are getting ready to go to the polls in 2023. We hear more on it from Troy Gill.
In an earlier report, Civic and Voter Registration Officer at the Parliamentary Elections Office, Ferdinand Philip, indicated that there has been an uptick in the numbers of individuals coming forward to get registered and to renew their voter identification cards. However, in a recent interview with MTV News, Philip indicated that it appears that the numbers have doubled, attributing this to the heating up of the political climate in anticipation of the upcoming general elections.
I would say that for the last 3 weeks, there has been an uptick on top of the uptick, if I can say that. And of course that is to be expected, because as we head towards the upcoming general elections, which is constitutionally due by the 13th of March next year, 2023, the greater the excitement that will be generated. So yes, we have seen an increase in the number of persons coming to get the ID replaced, and the number of persons coming to also to get registered.
The increase in registration suggests that not only those who are now eligible to vote are coming to the fore, but also people who may have been indecisive have decided to participate in the election process.
We must say here that persons, and this is, to speak commendingly of our general public, several persons who are coming to get their IDs for first timers are not 18 to 21 years old or such like. There are persons in their 40s, there are persons in their 50s, there are persons who, for whatever reason, sat on the fence. But it seems that, kudos to whoever is doing whatever they are doing, but persons are feeling the need to step off that zone of indecisiveness and to take a position for the upcoming general elections.
A significant number of individuals have completed the process to have their cards renewed, which has resulted in a backlog of cards at the various sub-offices, including Carriacou. Philip is appealing to the public to collect their cards.
While we are on that, I wish to take the opportunity, because several of the arrows have indicated that yes, persons have come and they have done the application process and the card is available. However, the general public, the person who actually did the application, then needs to come back and collect that card. And we have noticed that there is a build-up of cards at the offices, so we are appealing to persons to please come and collect their cards. I think Carriacou in particular has indicated that they need persons to come and collect their cards.
Because of the uptick in registration and the replacement of IDs, the 2-week period within which the cards will be processed and made ready has now been extended to 3 weeks. For MTV News, I am Troy Gill.
The just concluded 33rd intersessional meeting in San Pedro. That was the first in-person gathering of CARICOM heads of government since February 2020. The Caribbean community CARICOM is concerned that the military confrontation taking place in Europe could have repercussions in the region. The community says that it strongly rejects any attempt to deploy military assets that could elevate tension and threaten the peace, territorial integrity, and sovereignty of this region.
In a statement issued Thursday following the intersessional summit that ended in Belize on Wednesday, the 15-member regional grouping said any concerns the Russian Federation may have must be resolved diplomatically and not through warfare. In a third statement issued by CARICOM since the political situation in Ukraine last month, the regional leaders said that the invasion of Ukraine is causing untold loss and destruction of life for the civilian population of Ukraine. Speaking during the end of the summit was host Prime Minister and CARICOM Chairman John Briceño.
The global unraveling is occurring against the backdrop of what appears to be a new Cold War. As we meet, Russia has invaded Ukraine. This is a flagrant violation of international law. We condemn it in the strongest terms, this unjustified invasion. There must be an immediate cessation of hostilities and immediate and unilateral withdrawal of all Russian troops from Ukraine. We call for all to respect their obligations under international humanitarian law.
Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda is Gaston Brong.
Our unity and solidarity in CARICOM will be a vital and necessary element in the strength and stability of our organization as we face a world in flux. All around us, very dangerous and volatile changes threaten to overwhelm the international order as we have come to know it. As I speak, the guns of war are once again roaring in Europe in a military confrontation that could bring 2 nuclear-armed world powers into open conflict. The implications of this development for world peace and security are almost too frightening to contemplate.
The Caribbean community is concerned that the military confrontation taking place in Europe could have repercussions in the region. The community strongly rejects any attempt to deploy military assets that can elevate tension and threaten peace. Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
Cable and Wireless Communications has launched an initiative to assist Caribbean people to connect with their loved ones in Ukraine, offering free long-distance calling. MTV spoke to Janani Glean, Communications and Marketing Executive at Flow Grenada, who said the company empathizes with customers. Hence, they've opted to offer this initiative.
We think it is important that we afford our customers the opportunity to stay connected with their loved ones and ensure their safety and that everything is okay with them during this current time.
He says the decision came from the top level of the company.
It really has been directed from our internal operations, from the highest levels of our leadership. We have made this effort to connect not only our customers, but employees as well, who may have loved ones or be connected to persons in the region over there. We understand that no matter, we may not personally know someone over there, but there are persons who have relationships throughout the company and across the region in general. Our neighbors in Jamaica, they are students studying in Ukraine over there.
Although Cable and Wireless does not operate in the region, Glean says that they did see it fitting to take an initiative to lead and do their part to help. Before we take a break, here are some highlights of an appreciation lunch cooked and shared by the head of the Traffic Department Superintendent Randy Connaught with his members of staff at the Central Police Station. According to his team, this kind of gesture is one of many ways in which Superintendent Connaught supports and shows appreciation to them, and that they too would like him to know that his efforts are cherished. The team at the Traffic Department is expressing thanks to Superintendent Connaught as they strive to carry out their duties the best that they can as a united team. According to the officers, his leadership style has transformed the department. And this is where we end the first segment of news. We'll be right back with you after the break.
The first segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Welcome back. For the past 4 days, the British High Commission in Bridgetown engaged media personnel from across the region in delivering a comprehensive international communications course. The online course, funded by the UK government, was designed to allow media professionals to further their skills with some of the UK's leading communication skills trainers. Our very own Donella Hostin was one of 2 Grenadians participating in the session. Hostin highlights some of the topics that they were exposed to.
I had the opportunity to be a part of a 4-day online training program for media professionals. And this program was put on by the British High Commission. And we learned how to improve on our writing skills, our interviewing skills, using social media to build ourselves and build our brands, and research skills, using the digital world to improve our own skills in the media. And it was indeed a pleasure to represent MTV and Grenada, basically, because it was only 2 of us. But it was indeed a pleasure to hear, the other regional media people speaking about their experiences and what they have to go through as well, and media freedom and how important it is for us to keep developing our skills and building ourselves.
The 4th of March is recognized as World Obesity Day, and the theme for this year, everybody needs to act, accelerating action to stop obesity.
According to a release from the World Health Organization, more than 1 billion people worldwide are obese, and the number is increasing. According to their predictions, they estimate that by 2025, approximately 167 million people will become less healthy because of obesity. According to the WHO, effective steps in curbing obesity include restricting the marketing to children of foods and drinks high in fats, sugar and salt, sugary drinks, and providing access to affordable, healthy food. In November 2019, Education Minister Emmeline Peer announced a ban on the sale of carbonated beverages and sweet snacks in schools, which took effect in January 2020 to reduce sugar consumption to lead to lower rates of overweight and obesity among youth in Grenada. In addition, in May 2021, local health officials and agencies were advocating for the introduction of octagonal front-of-package warning labels to be applied to the front of packaged food, aimed at easily identifying excessive amounts of critical nutrients that can lead to an increase in obesity. The process also included countries voting for its adoption, led by CARICOM, on adopting the final draft of the CARICOM Regional Standard for Labeling Prepackaged Foods specification, and although Grenada voted against its adoption in 2021, in February this year an educational session on the front-of-package labeling issue was held with manufacturers and importers, hosted by the Grenada Chamber of Industry and Commerce and the Caribbean Chambers of Commerce, facilitated by the CARICOM Private Sector Organization. For MTV News, I am Troy Gill.
Over 30 students will graduate from a local Institute of Theology. Its first graduation, in fact, over 2 years due to the pandemic, even as the organization is gearing up in anticipation of hosting an in-person and virtual ceremony. We have more on it from Troy Gill.
The Grenada Institute of Theological Education, or GITE, whose main office is located at Jean Anglais, St. George, will be hosting its graduation ceremony, where over 30 students from various denominational backgrounds will be graduating after having completed various levels of study. Director at the Institute is Reverend John Lewis.
So we're delighted to announce our upcoming graduation, which is going to be held on the 12th of this month, at 4 p.m. at the Gateway Conference Center. Our guest speaker this year is Dr. Chuck Logie out of Atlanta. He is one of our supporters and one of our affiliates in terms of what we do here in Grenada Institute for Theological Education. This year we have 3 sections of graduates. We have those in the master's level program, we have several at the bachelor's level program, and then we have done an advanced leadership training leg of the program.
Over 30 students will be graduating, Lewis said, and outlined some of the courses they participated in over their course of study.
Altogether in these programs, we have about 30 persons who will be graduating from across the different denominational groupings, and people have been with the organization over the last few years, involved in training, in leadership, in theological education, which includes, of course, courses in missions. We have just concluded a course in cross-cultural missions. We have done courses in expository preaching, Christian education, and these are some of the courses in marital intelligence and parenting, especially during the pandemic.
He said the school was forced to host classes online during the pandemic, and during the ceremony there will be a period for reflection of past accomplishments, including a presentation of the courses the school provides.
And so we're coming out of a pandemic, thankfully, and these courses mainly were done via Zoom, and so we are happy that we can have a face-to-face graduation, and so we look forward for a time when we would reflect upon what has taken place over the last several years, but also to encourage our audience to see what's been happening. This will be done virtually as well, so our viewers and listeners will have an opportunity to see what's happening.
Throughout its existence on the island, the school, many students, including church leaders from various denominational backgrounds, completed degrees on various levels, including associate, bachelor, and masters. For MTV News, I am Troy Gill.
Flow Business has been introduced by CNW Business as part of a major transformation that will see local businesses benefiting from better connectivity, simplified packages, improved product customization options, and around-the-clock client support. Flow Business promises three things: always connected, always provide more, and always by your side. As part of the official launch of Flow Business, the company is offering three new product packages called Essential, Advanced, and Elite. The Essential package, that's designed for growing businesses with smaller teams that always need to be connected to their customers. Advanced has all the benefits of the Essential package, but it can also boost your digital presence by providing you with the flexibility and freedom required to communicate. The Elite package, that's designed for businesses which need superior internet speeds to keep larger teams in collaboration with customers, bursting with internet speeds of up to 250 megabytes and unlimited mobile data. As the second segment of news, we'll be right back with you after the break.
The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
No frills, just great prices, only in Quartz. We don't just talk about it, we've got it. Shop with confidence and save big. Up to 50% off appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. Plus, pay with Ready Finance and get 1 month free. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
more jackpot money, more reasons to play this game, more money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Now you love Super 6
even more.
With more money to the jackpot galore.
Play more, win more,
have more fun. With more jackpot money, Super 6 is my number one. With the new and improved Super 6 game,
the jackpot keep growing and growing and growing.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game, more money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game. Super 6, bigger jackpots, more chances to win.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies flies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
MTV's Total Local is brought to you in association with Carib Brewery.
Welcome back. In today's Total Local, we feature Leslie Modeste, also known as Brother B, a Grenadian international soca artiste who has once again teamed up with his day one producer, certified hitmaker, jab drum pattern specialist, and Grenadian jab music royalty Jimmy King Charles of King Beats.
The song all is unification. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, we've been, locked down for 2 years. We're coming back out as we all know that Spice Mass, state that we will be having the carnival, and all is really unification with all the parts. That's contributing to the mass. You see, Jab, Shatney, Veko, the Masqueraders, people on a whole just coming out to have a good time, just coming to support and see the culture, everyone.
Go and call me sunburn when you see that crew they meet. First the mass is sweet. We not leaving that venue until the thing complete. Anytime you see that crew come out.
From the time Jimmy King, big up to Jimmy King, send me the rhythm. I knew, I just know to myself that was something. You know what I mean? Because it's just those ones, Over 6 years haven't getting the chance to work with Jimmy, and then 2 years we've been in pandemic, we've been in lockdown. So getting that rhythm, man, that was the boost right then. So when he sent the rhythm, I decided, nah, that is one of them. You know, I went to the studio, I did a song, and instantly, you know what I mean? Well, the energy started from studio. And then the promo video went out and the people just take it up and run with it, basically. The support has been great. You know, I came out in Carrico, you know, Carrico show it love, you know, and the fans, man, the fans in a whole, you know, and the social media ends the show with a great deal of love, you know.
Anywhere that you go, I tell you is a vibe sound. Whether it's from a country, you don't have to have no money. No, let me pass, rum in my glass. When you see we enter.
Well, Carnival is excitement, you know. Carnival is that joy that, man, that we need right now, you know, that form of liberation, we need that right now. You see what I'm saying? And it is here, you know, so what I can tell you is a bunch of excitement for me and nothing less of, you know, of performance, energy, you know, from Brother B. Same, you know, as it always been, and that's what the end result will be. You see what I'm saying? And now I think it will be more.
Once we reach in the fat, you know how make with a step. You know that fat we gonna wreck, oh Lord. Man, it's up in the place, oh Lord, Lord. Man, it's up in the place, oh Lord.
I want to say big up to the team, you know, Jambolasti. I want to say big up to the producer, Jimmy King, you know, Master J, for putting his hand on the track as well. Big up yourself, and people, just support the track.
Jab music.
MTV News Friday with the regional news coming up next.
MTV's Total Local was brought to you in association with Cara Brewery. The third segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
January 1947 saw the dawn of a new day, the birth of the Grenada Civil Service Credit Union, later renamed the Grenada Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited, and more recently, Arizo. Arizo is extremely proud to be celebrating this significant milestone. But this would not have been possible without you. And this is why we are inviting you to celebrate with us as we celebrate 75 years of transforming lives. Stay tuned to our social media platforms and our local media houses to learn more of the activities and events that we have in store for you. As we celebrate this journey, we thank all our stalwarts for their valued contributions in bringing us to where we are today. We look forward to serving you for many more years. Let's celebrate 75 years of transforming lives.
Welcome back. It's time now for developments from across the region.
With the regional roundup, I am Troy Gill. We begin in Trinidad. Attorneys representing the families of 3 of the 4 dead divers say they have the evidence to pursue criminal and civil litigation against Paria Fuel Trading Company Limited. Its chairman, Newman George, has been given 7 days to respond to a letter demanding that he hand over all material and evidence on the divers' untimely deaths. Speaking at a press conference, lead attorney Prakash Ramada said all company officials should be placed on a leave of absence or suspended pending the outcome of the investigations. Ramadha said they have looked at the evidence and at the end of the day, Paria will be ultimately liable. He warned that if there is an effort to distort investigations, they will pursue civil and criminal action. Over to Guyana. The police in Guyana have charged Corporal Lawrence Carmichael about the vehicular accident which claimed the lives of Christopher Bagwandant and his girlfriend Sharida Passad on the Mahaika Bridge on February 2nd, 2022. More in this HGP TV report.
The police on Thursday charged Corporal Lawrence Carmichael in relation to that vehicular accident which claimed the lives of Christopher Bagwandat and his girlfriend Sharida Prasad on the Mahaika Bridge on February 2, 2022. The policeman was represented by attorneys Dexter Todd, Dexter Smart and Devon Cox. Lead attorney Dexter Todd told reporters that a commission of inquiry was first needed, not criminal charges.
I am of the expected opinion that this matter should not have found its way in a criminal court. This matter should have found its way at a commission of inquiry, because what needs to change is policy.
Carmichael is accused of driving a Guyana police force vehicle in a dangerous manner during a high-speed chase that claimed the lives of Bagwandat and Prasad. He was not required to enter a plea to the indictable charge. Carmichael of West Coast Berbice appeared before Magistrate Fabio Azor and was asked to post $1.5 million bail for his release.
In December 2021, there was a high-speed chase in Linden in which the police pursued a suspect, and then when they caught him, they found him with firearm and ammunition. Now, nothing came out of that. The police was celebrated.
Meanwhile, as the policeman made his way to court, relatives and friends of Bagwandat and Prasad picketed the court calling for justice. Bagwandat's mother is not satisfied that the officer has been granted bail.
So what happened to my son and these people's daughter? They're not human beings.
Prasad's father is of the view that bail should not have been granted at the officer's first court appearance.
I'm going to see this available, something first calling and get bail. Something right no way, something right no way.
Reportedly, Bagwandat had avoided a police roadblock and was pursued by a police patrol vehicle when the deadly crash happened on the Mahaika Bridge. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Now over to Jamaica. One of the 20 local tertiary students who on Wednesday arrived at Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay on a Eurowings flight from Frankfurt, Germany, after fleeing war-torn Ukraine, has said that they would not have been able to safely leave the country without the help of Ukrainians. The Jamaican students had gone to Ukraine to study but found themselves in the middle of a war after Russia invaded that European country on February 24th. During an interview with the Jamaica Observer shortly after arriving at the airport, Matthew De Silva, an engineering student, expressed gratitude to the Ukrainians and solidarity with the Eastern European country. And that brings us to the end of today's regional roundup. I am Troy Gill.
This is MTV Evening News Friday. We'll be back with you after the break.
The third segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
January 1947 saw the dawn of a new day, the birth of the Grenada Civil Service Credit Union, later renamed the Grenada Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited, and more recently, Arizo. Arizo is extremely proud to be celebrating this significant milestone. But this would not have been possible without you. And this is why we are inviting you to celebrate with us as we celebrate 75 years of transforming lives. Stay tuned to our social media platforms and our local media houses to learn more of the activities and events that we have in store for you. As we celebrate this journey, We thank all our stalwarts for their valued contributions in bringing us to where we are today. We look forward to serving you for many more years. Let's celebrate 75 years of transforming lives.
You're watching the MTV Evening News. Sporting highlights are next.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
There is something new to the classic Wester Hall rum look. Wester Hall Estate Rum. What's your number? Drink responsibly.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
Holy Natural Spring Water is a water for every occasion. On the field of sports, at your workplace, just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water. Grenada's purest bottled water.
The Grenada Football Association hosts CONCACAF B and C License Coaching Program. We'll have developments on that and other stories coming up for you in sport. Stay with us. Welcome back. Good evening to you, sporting fans. Let's now join Donella Hostin with this evening's sporting highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. The Youth Centre in Montrouge is the venue for this weekend's Second Life Quality Sports Junior Table Tennis Championship. The one-day tournament has attracted the best under-19 players from St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Grenada. St. Vincent and the Grenadines' top players, under-19 champion Akil Durocher and number 2 ranked Michael Crease, arrived on island on Thursday. Crease, a student of the SVG Community College, is also a member of the national senior team. He is a former national junior champion and plays an offensive style. Cedric Marquez, who competed in last year's Pan Am Junior Games in Colombia, will lead the Grenada bid for the LQ Under-19 Championship. The sponsor and managing director of Life Quality Sports is Wilbur Freddie Thomas.
Our first year we had it at CSA. We have 4 categories: the U19 boys, the U15 boys, the U13 boys, and the girls open. This year we kind of expanded the tournament to include regional teams. So this year we have a team from St. Vincent visiting. The kids have been playing for a year, so obviously their level has improved. Just speaking to Cedric, just coming back from Pan Am Games, he's motivated as well. So you should see a higher level of table tennis being played. The kids are motivated because they do have some regional tournaments coming up that they're going to take part in. I think they're getting better prizes this year as well. And a change of venue. You know, a lot of times we play a lot of our tournaments at CSA, but a change to the youth center is a welcome change for the kids, and they'll be very well excited.
Thomas says there's an increase in the game quality in the region.
Back in the day, there used to be more table tennis being played in the region, but over the years it has gone down a little bit, and there's a group within the Windward Islands that's trying to bring it back to that level, and we're happy to be a part of that. So hopefully in the coming years we'll see more regional tournaments here in Grenada and throughout the Windward Islands, and more table tennis being played throughout the islands, and a higher level of table tennis being played.
Individuals are welcomed to the tournament, but must follow all COVID-19 protocols. The Grenada Football Association is currently hosting a CONCACAF B and C license coaching program. The B license program, which began on March 3rd and ends on March 9th, targets Grenada's local coach instructors, while C license program focuses on coaches in the Premier League. The workshop will be facilitated by FIFA and CONCACAF technical consultant Anton Cornel, GFA's technical director Jerry Alexis, and coaching instructors Jake Rennie and Roderick Griffith. Head of Coaching Education is Roderick Griffith.
What we are asking of you is to take this course extremely seriously, because there are not only theory, but there are also practical, and will be assessed continuously. And obviously what we expect of you is to transfer that into reward.
President of the Grenada Football Association, Jenny Joseph, also shared some encouraging words at the opening.
We should not feel to have a professional license is beyond our reach. We should not. And I am suggesting to each and every one of you, and that's something I've seen all the time in places I've traveled, be able to interact with others. No one man knows it all. So if, for example, and Alistair, allow me to use you, if you are the expert on formation, you may not necessarily be the expert on assessing opponents. Engage the other persons so that we can share knowledge, and in sharing knowledge, we could help improve each other.
After being bumped down to a second place by a goal difference, Hurricanes SC is back at the top of the Premier League points table following 13 rounds of matches. Hurricanes is now on 34 points following their 3-2 victory over Hard Rock, pushing Paradise FC International down to number 2 after they drew their rescheduled match on Wednesday, 2nd March against St. John's Sports 1-1 at Cuthbert Peters Park. The first half was goalless for both sides. Then St. John's Sports' Dwight Joseph found the net in the 57th minute, with Paradise FC's Stefan Abraham equalizing in the 76th. Paradise is now 2 points behind on 32. In the other match, rescheduled from February 26th to March 2nd, Sab Spartans faced Mount Rich SC in their home ground, Victoria Park, and were defeated 3-2 in the closely contested match. Australian cricket legend and commentator Shane Warne has died of a suspected heart attack. He was 52. In a statement, his family said Shane was found unresponsive in his villa, and despite the best efforts of medical staff, he could not be revived. The family requested privacy at this time and said they will provide further details in due course. Warne took 708 test wickets in 145 matches and 293 wickets in 194 ODIs during a career considered one of the greatest ever. Warne's passing comes within a day after Australian wicket-keeping legend Rod Marsh died after suffering a recent heart attack. And that's it for this evening's sports. I am Donella Hosten.
As the latest in sport, we'll have public forecast information coming up for you and then a recap of the headlines after the break.
MTV Weather is brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Need a quick, convenient way to pay your bills and avoid lines? Use the online banking feature from Republic Bank, First Caribbean, or Co-op Bank. Contact them today to set up your online banking and enjoy 24-hour convenience to make your bill payments. Stay safe. Grenlec, we are united even when we are apart.
Good Friday evening, viewers, with the nighttime and the weekends weather forecast and meteorologist Wayne Williams. After some morning showers, significant improvement came to the Eastern Caribbean today. We saw lots of sunshine, a bit warmer temperatures, but the gusty winds did keep things a bit on the cool side. We do have some more moisture approaching islands. We could be seeing showers again tonight. In the meantime, the haze is approaching islands. We're going to see a deterioration in the haze condition tomorrow on Saturday. Most of it is, however, keeping to the south, so we shouldn't really be seeing too much of a deterioration, but still there would be some. Still quite a bit of moisture in the area. Lots of those patches of low-level clouds that will continue to bring showers throughout the Eastern Caribbean over the weekend and into next week. By next weekend, however, we could be seeing a bit more rainfall. Friday night's forecast is for scattered showers, mostly during the early part of the night. Easterly winds will blow between 8 and 18 miles per hour with a minimum temperature of 24. The moon set a while ago. It's going to rise at 8:27 in the morning and set again at 8:59 tomorrow night. Saturday we'll see some showers again, mostly in the morning, clearing during the daytime and a bit of haze. Easterly winds will blow between 12 and 24 miles per hour with choppy seas, 6 to 8 foot waves. Caution is advised if you have to venture far from port. Sunrise 6:20, sunset 6:16. It's going to warm up a bit, 33 will feel like 35. Sunday we would see a bit more improvement, fewer clouds, but still a bit of a few brief showers to contend with. Northeasterly winds at 12 to 24 miles per hour with moderate seas. It should be a bit by Sunday, 5 to 7 foot waves. The sun is going to rise at 6:19 and set at 6:16, and it's warming up a bit again. Max up 34 will feel like 36. From Monday onwards, the cloudiness will remain on the high side. Fair conditions at first, but look for a possibility of an increase in cloudiness from Tuesday through to the weekend. There's a strong chance of showers from Wednesday through to Friday. That's it for me folks, for Friday night and for this week. Have yourself a great night, a safe and an enjoyable weekend, and join me again on Monday.
MTV Weather was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
And now to end the news, a recap of the headlines. A National Democratic Congress candidate has shared concerns over technical challenges at the Parliamentary Elections Office. Local telecommunications company has offered free calls to Ukraine. CARICOM concerned with military confrontation taking place in Europe. And in sport, the Grenada Football Association hosts CONCACAF B and C licensed coaching program. On behalf of the News and Production Departments, I'm Tony Julian. We all thank you so very much for viewing and wish you not just a good evening, but also a wonderful weekend.
COVID is here to stay, and it's not going away. It might seem strange, but the world has changed, and this is the year for good cheer. I could smell the ham, I could taste the sorrel, the festival coming. I can't wait to taste the black cake. Church, socializing with your friends, liming with the boys. We're full of festivals in Grenada, and this year, I want to visit my family and all the festivals without fear, just as how we used to do it. Let's get back to what we know and love. Every vaccination brings us closer together. Are you ready for the festival and the world?
This message is brought to you by the Grenada COVID Crisis Group and the Grenadians United in Virginia.
It's the big one. Grenada, imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money bag symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Pick 3 evening draw for today, Friday, March 4th, 2022. I am Anisha Charles. With me this evening is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in an accountable manner. The game balls with industry standards and in a way tampered with. At this time, you should get tickets ready. It's Daily Pick 3. It pays to play. Good luck. First number this evening is, check your tickets in the meantime. First number is 4, second number is 3, third and final number is 5. Okay, let's recap those numbers. Numbers on the screen. First number is 4, the second, 3, third and final is 5. So that's 4, 3, and 5. Congratulations, all winners. Stay tuned, got your daily cash flow drop next. We'll see you soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,000 $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Daily Cash 4 evening draw for today, Friday, March 4th, 2022. I am Anisha Charles. With me again is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in a frank, accountant manner. I think involves with industry standards and in a way stammered with. At this time, show tickets at hand. It's Daily Cash 4, more plays, bigger prizes. Let's find out what this evening's winning numbers will be. Good luck. First number this evening is, check your tickets in the meantime. First number up is 2, second number is also 2, third number up. Third number is 7, fourth and final number is 0. And let's grab those numbers, it's on the screen. First number up is 2, the second, 2, third, 7, fourth and final. Congratulations all winners. Stay tuned, get your play with drop next. We'll see you soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just 1 lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money back symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Playway Evening Draw for today, Friday, March 4th, 2022. I am Anisha Charles. With me again is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in a fair, accountant manner. The game balls with industry standards and in a way sampled with. Let's play Playway, value your dreams, win your way. Good luck. This evening's winning Playway number is, check your tickets. This evening's winning Playway number is 17. Let's recap the number 1717. 17 represents the dream symbol Mongoose. Congratulations all the winners of this evening's Playway draw. Tune in later on for the Lotto draw. This evening we're playing for a jackpot of $104,000. We'll see you then.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just 1 lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money back symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
pleasant evening to everyone. Welcome to the National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Draw number 3332 for today, Friday, March 4th, 2022. I am Anisha Charles. With me this evening is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in a fair, accountable manner, and the game balls with industry standards and in a way tampered with. At this time, she will take at hand because we're about to play for a jackpot of $104,000. But first, your free ticket letter. Good luck. This evening's free ticket letter is L as in Lotto. Let's proceed for 5 winning numbers. Good luck. First up for this evening is, check your tickets in the meantime. First number up is 29, second number. Second number is 26, third number up. Third number is 27, followed by 2, fifth and final number. Final number is 18. Let's recap those numbers. Check your tickets. Numbers on the screen. First number up is 29, the second 26, third 27, followed by 2, fifth and final is 18. So that's 29, 29, 26, 26, 27, 27, 0, 2, and 18, 18. Your free ticket letter for this evening is L as in Lotto. Congratulations to all the winners of this evening's Lotto draw. Lotto, play and win a lot. When you play all the games of the National Lotteries Authority, support sports, culture, and nation building. Thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful evening.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Beatrice Alexander, also known as Claudette, of Churchill Road, Victoria, St. Mark, passed away on Tuesday, 25th January 2022 in the United Kingdom at the age of 76. She was the sister of Carlisle in the UK, Aga and Nicholas in Grenada, Collins in Trinidad, Alan and Suzanne in the USA, sister-in-law of Clarice, Erlyn and Rose, niece of Wilma Charles of Nettlepoint, St. Mark, aunt of many including Dr. Anne Chatetti, Aline, Michael, Junior and Chris Alexander, Asher Nicholas, all in the USA, Andres in Europe and Anika in Grenada. Cousin of many including Joyce, Dora, Dorette, Cyprian, Lydia and Merle Ferguson, Stacy and their families. Many grandnieces and nephews are the relatives and close friends including the Alexander, Charles, Darbo, Modeste and St. John families, and friends and neighbours of Churchill Road, Victoria, and in the United Kingdom. The funeral of the late Beatrice Alexander, also known as Claudette, of Churchill Road, Victoria St. Mark, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Selwyn Winsborough of Spring St. George died on Sunday, February 20th, 2022, at the age of 83. Left to celebrate his life and mourn his passing are his loving wife Marcia, sons Neil and Dexter, grandchildren Leah and Selena. He will be sorely missed by all his many friends and extended family. The funeral service and interment of the late Selwyn Winsborough of Spring St. George will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Thomas Newton, also known as Lack, of Lassager St. David, employee of Public Workers St. David, passed away on Monday, 14th February, at the age of 79. He was the husband of Winifred Newton, father of Godson Newton, Belvon Thomas, and Cathy and Julian in Canada, Kim and Kelvin Newton, adopted father of Densley Joseph, grandfather of Rhea, Samantha, Kemma, Kimon, Daniela, Dwayne, Roderick, Kellen and Kyle Newton, Ricky, Rickson, Akim, and Akisha Thomas, great-grandfather of 4 including Sherry Noel, brother of Charles, Wilbert and Joseph Newton, Abraham and Lawrence Pascal, Juanita Marcel in Trinidad, brother-in-law of Winton Thomas, father-in-law of Madeline Newton in the USA, Kenny Julian and Fitzroy Thomas, uncle of many including Natalie Greenidge, many other relatives and close friends including Pastor Benedict Newton and family, Merlin Henry and family, Merle Mack and family, the Thomas, Pascal and Creedland families of St. David, Fortune families of Croshoe, Baptiste family, Mason family of Malmount, Sabrina Daniel, Mr. and Mrs. Telesford of Coles Gap, Honorable Oliver Joseph, Joy and family, members of Grand Anne Spiritual Baptist Church, friends and neighbors of Lassages and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Thomas Newton, also known as Lack, of Lassages St. David, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Monica Telesford, née Felix of St. Paul's, who resided at Old Wester Hall, St. David, passed away on Wednesday, 16th February 2022, at the age of 84. She was the mother of Patsy Telesford, niece of Daisy Caesar, sister-in-law of Ada Telesford, Una Frederick and Onita Jack, godmother of Raquel Felix, Elvis Frederick and Joycelyn Lallion, aunt of Janice, Leonard, Glenn, Christine, Roll, Steve, Magnus and Byron Felix, Angela Redhead and Philip, niece-in-law and caregiver Christine Richards Felix. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Rosie Joseph and family, Daphne Sayers, Cicely, Celia, Christine Bailey, Elizabeth Maureen, Minister Anthony Boson, the Woodruff, Felix, Telesford, Thompson, Lallion, Jack, Mason and Stewart families of St. Paul's, Happy Hill, Windsor Forest and Old Wester Hall, the pastor and members of Voice of Praise Assembly, Old Wester Hall and Global Mission, and friends and neighbours of Old Wester Hall and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Monica Telesford, née Felix of St. Paul's, who resided at Old Wester Hall, St. David, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Elizabeth Winifred Paul Wilson, also known as Tanti of Telescope St. Andrew, passed away on Saturday, 26th February 2022, at the age of 68. She was the wife of Roland Wilson, mother of Betty Ann, Denise, Dennis and Ray Paul, Sheldon, Stacey Ann, Raquel and Brendan Wilson, grandmother of Nishra Samuel, Mikel, Nathaniel, Kejon and Rachel Paul, Ayanna Best, Rolanda and Shaquelle Charles, Miracle Mason and many others, great-grandmother of 2, sister of Carlisle Paul and Monica Paul in Trinidad, sister-in-law of Maureen and Cynthia Wilson, Rhonda Rodney, David and Cecil St. Louis and others, daughter-in-law of Brandala Paul in Trinidad, niece of Merlin Cornwall and Muriel Sylvester and family, aunt of Sally Ann Libard and Wilma Gabriel in the USA, Nicole and Lennox Paul, Lorraine Courtney, Leroy, Leo, and Leonard Mark, and others. Many other relatives and friends of Telescope and surrounding areas, including the Honourable Emmeline Pear, Vickley Forteau and family, Alma Pope, Anne Courtney, Rickson O'Neill, Juliet Joseph, the Shade and McIntosh families of Carriacou, the Alexander family of Telescope, the staff of the St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary School, the Commissioner and staff of Her Majesty's Prisons, and the staff of the General Hospital. The funeral of the late Elizabeth Winifred Paul Wilson, also known as Tanti of Telescope St. Andrew, will take place on Wednesday, 9th March at 2 p.m. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Wayne's Funeral Home. John Thomas Gunpot, also known as Pokerman, of La Fortune, who resided at Chantymel St. Patrick, passed away on Thursday, 17th February 2022, at the age of 58. He was the father of Janelle Bowler, Morris, Jerry Bowler, and Michelle Bowler St. Louis, father-in-law of Robinson Morris, Samaran Bowler, and Roy Dell St. Louis, brother of Ulrika, Rolda, Faithlin, Bassanio, Robert, Gerald, Jr., Hilarion, and Shanitha, brother-in-law of Edward, Wendy, Uncle Moore, Eldon, and Dwayne, grandfather of Jen Lorna, Janaya, and Shadell, close and dear friend of Alice Horsford. Many other relatives and friends, including Isaac, Chanel, Yvonne, Sharon, Zanette, Merrill, Clannis, Dr. Daniel Thomas, the Gunpot, Belfon, Halley, Bowler, Morris, and Horsford families, and friends and neighbours of Chantymel, La Fortune, Saters, Marley, and in England and the USA. The funeral service and interment of the late John Thomas Gunpot, also known as Pokerman, of La Fortune, who resided at Chantymel St. Patrick, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Judith Hilda Phillip of Chantymel St. Patrick passed away on Sunday, 20th February, at the age of 89. She was the wife of George Phillip, mother of Loxley Logie, also known as Lobo, Michael Dialli, also known as Duck, Anthony Tony Phillip, Ronald J. Phillip, mother-in-law of Dr. Ruth Decoto Phillip, grandmother of Cindy, Brian, Rohan, Roselle, and Nathan, sister of Maureen and Chiney, aunt of 15 including McLean and Alson Andel, Jimmy, Matto, Erlene, Tessa, Sandra, Junior, Erla, Davis, Franklin, John, and Bevy, sister-in-law of Emmanuel, Stephen, Garfield, Ruth, Esselyn, Antonia, Cicely, and Gillian, caregiver Violet. Other relatives and friends including Luther, Lionel, Roy, Gladlyn, Robert, Dorrit, Marge, Purry, Castle, Yvette, Walter, Erica, Hummelin, Akim, Esther McLean, Helena, Hezzy, Cosmos, Nurse Nisha, and Franslin, the Diali, Philip, Alexander, Andal, Francis, Cato, and Decoto families, pastors and members of Samaritan Seventh-day Adventist Church, friends and neighbors of Chantymel, Digopis and Samaritan, and Montcraven. The funeral of the late Judith Hilda Phillip of Chantymel St. Patrick will be held privately. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home.
Carmen Arnold of St. Paul's, who resided at Montgay St. George, an employee of Pan American Life Insurance, passed away on Tuesday, 22nd February 2022. She was the sister of Reverend Cecil Jacob, Stephen, Godfrey and Edna in Grenada, Wesley in Trinidad, and Edith in the USA. Close and dear friend of Peter Phillip, grandmother of Macaulay, Mikel, Ahmod, Giovanni, and Becky, aunt of Adisha, Carolina, Kerry, Elora, Alvi, Ricardo, Brianna, Esther, Judy, Pearl, Ruth, Jocelyn, Jessica, Shirla, Rachel, and Keith, sister-in-law of Joan Arnold in Grenada, Liz and Hannah in Trinidad. Grand-aunt of many, close friend of Marilyn Smith. Other relatives and friends including the Arnold, Alexander, Crony and Bishop families, Christine Wilkinson and family, the staff of Pan American Life Insurance Group, Spice Isle Janitorial Service, the pastor and members of Life in the Word Ministry and Faith Deliverance Tabernacle, members of CAB St. Paul's, and friends and neighbors of St. Paul's, Mount Gay and surrounding areas. The funeral service and interment of the late Carmen Arnold of St. Paul's, who resided at Mount Gay St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Ursula Antoine née Sandy of Happy Hill St. George, member of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, former principal of St. George's Anglican Senior School, also known as Heinze, and pastor emerita of the St. George's Bible Holiness Church, transitioned to glory on Wednesday, February 9th, 2022, at the age of 75. She was the mother of Timothy, Anna, Deborah, Jude, Joshua, Stephen, Ruth, Titus, Samantha, Phil, Chanel, Ronelle, Janelle, Roland, and Hannah, also named Princess. Adopted mother of many. Grandmother of Kamani, Cherise, Adam, Crystal, Yana, Sarah Elizabeth, and Elijah. Sister of Winifred Sandy Batiste and Bibiana Douglas in Grenada and Helen Lewis in Canada. Mother-in-law of Charmaine Antoine, Osbert James, OBE, Neil Roberts, Sherrianne Antoine, Tira Antoine, Denise Antoine, and Andre Purcell. Sister-in-law of Gloria Antoine and Kathleen Stephen in Grenada, Dale Antoine in the USA, Kenneth Antoine in the Philippines, Michael Lewis in Canada, and Alan Boson in the UK. Caregiver Brenda Richard. Relatives including nieces and nephews, the Stephen family of Laborie, St. George, and St. David, the Gabriel, Telesford, Samuel, and Greenwich families of St. David, Ted Joseph and family of Happy Hill, the Sandy and Antoine families of Happy Hill and surrounding areas, and the Langine and Cador families of St. John. Church family, Bible Holiness Church congregations in Grenada and the USA. Friend of Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell and family, neighbors and residents of Happy Hill and surrounding villages, Joyce Antoine, Diana Hercules, teachers at the St. George's Anglican School, past and present, communities of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Her Majesty's Prisons, Ministry of Education, Child Protection Authority, and Public Service Commission. A Thanksgiving service for the late Ursula Antoine MBE, née Sandy, of Happy Hill St. George, will be held on Thursday, March 10th at the National Cricket Stadium, Junior Murray and Royal Lewis Stand, at 1 p.m. according to Bible Holiness rites, followed by private burial. The Thanksgiving service will be live-streamed on YouTube and Facebook. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Omega Ferelia Jackson, also known as Wintress, of Bogle-Scarriacou, passed away on Saturday, 12th February 2022, at the age of 70. She was the wife of Leroy Jackson, mother of Amanda, Marcia, and Keith Jackson, adopted mother of Marvin Charles, grandmother of Janiyah, Ella, Leah, and Aiden, sister of Winston, Michael, Mona, and Cynthia, sister-in-law of Dawn Phillips and Steve Etienne, aunt of 15, niece of 15, close cousin of Alcina and Dawn Jackson. Many other relatives and friends including the Jackson family, the Quashie families and Phillip families, Verna Briffett, Rita and Wilfred Boson, Chester Noel, Lloyd and Jacinta Blaise, Verna and Ellie Cox, Rupert, also known as Boney Roseman, Sydney and Sheila Carby, Bridget Thomas and family, Donald Eno, Mona Alexander, and Monica Barclay. The funeral of the late Omega Ferelia Jackson, also known as Wintress, of Bogle-Scarriacou, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Ozra Mark of Nunparel St. Mark, who resided at Hillsview, Grove, St. John, passed away on Sunday 20th February 2022 at the age of 63. She was the mother of Godfrey Mark, also known as Babylon, and Jairus Mark, grandmother of Keyshawn, Keyshawn and Keisha Sanderson, and Diamond Marshall, sister of Osbert, Osborne, Linda, Elsa, and Jude Mark, mother-in-law of Vicklin Sanderson, sister-in-law of Ruth and Diana Mark, aunt of many including Nadia Mark Henry, Rondell Edmund, Nakisha, Kadeen, Levon, Leon, Kathy, Darrell, Giovanna, Curlis, and Elbert Mark, niece of Doreen Williams, grandaunt of Francis Williams, Nesta and Michael Noel, godmother of Rashida and Shada Marshall and Crystal Samuel. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Janelle Redhead, Chantal Charles, Bernadette Telesford in England, Mariel Samuel, Julianne Ragbasing, Joyce Ragbasing in the USA, Estelle Marshall, Leo Richard, Lyrene Laborde, Kathleen Bernard, vendors and friends of Melville Street and Grove Fish Market, and friends and neighbours of Nonpareil, Grove and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Ozra Mark of Nonpareil St. Mark, who resided at Hillsview Grove St. John, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Thomas Tomkin, also known as Tommel, of Grand Anse St. George, passed away on Wednesday 2nd March 2022 at the age of 78. The funeral arrangements for the late Thomas Tomkin, also known as Tomo, of Grand Anse St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Dorothy Jerome, also known as Dudu, of Waltham St. Mark, passed away on Tuesday 1st March 2022 at the age of 99. The funeral arrangements for the late Dorothy Jerome, also known as Dudu, of Waltham St. Mark, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Barnabas Andrews, also known as Roger Andrews, of Windsor Forest St. David, former employee of Customs and Excise, passed away on Monday 28 February 2022 at the age of 59. The funeral arrangements for the late Barnabas Andrews, also known as Roger Andrews of Windsor Forest St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
Dennis John, also known as AE of Frequency St. George, passed away on Saturday 26th February at the age of 60. The funeral arrangements of the late Dennis John, also known as AE of Frequency St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Rollins Francis, also known as Tumpy, Redman, and Moneyface, of Montagne, who resided at Happy Hill St. George, passed away on Monday, 28 February, at the age of 56. The funeral arrangements of the late Rollins Francis, also known as Tumpy, Redman, and Moneyface, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Charmaine Link, née Frank, of Bogles Carriacou, who resided at the Glen, Montgay, and Lamode St. George, passed away on Saturday, 26th February, at the age of 41. The funeral arrangements of the late Charmaine Link, née Frank, of Bogles Carriacou, who resided at the Glen, Montgay, and Lamode St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Philomena Helena Francis, also known as Philma, of Mardi Gras St. George, passed away on Friday 25th February 2022 at the age of 60. The funeral arrangements for the late Philomena Helena Francis, also known as Philma, of Mardi Gras St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Veronica Joyce Andrew, also known as Teacher Carol, Auntie Carol, and Mrs. Blackswan, of Tuileries and De Blando St. Andrew, who resided in Florida, USA, passed away on Friday, 11th February 2022, at the age of 95. The funeral arrangements for the late Veronica Joyce Andrew, also known as Teacher Caro, Auntie Caro, and Mrs. Blackswan, of Tuileries and DeBlando St. Andrew, who resided in Florida, USA, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Wayne Celestine, also known as Sion or Fish, of Mamacan St. Andrew, died on Wednesday, 16 February 2022, at the age of 59. The funeral arrangements for the late Wayne Celestine, also known as Sion or Fish of Mamacan St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Nelsia Vincent of Richmond, Granborough, and Felix Park Cottage, Crowshoe St. Andrew, passed away on Monday, 14th February, at the age of 87. The funeral of the late Nelsia Vincent of Richmond, Granborough, and Felix Park Cottage, Crowshoe St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Godfrey A.B. Alexander, also known as Natty, of Tempe St. George, a resident of Spice Residential Care, passed away on Sunday, January 30th, 2022, at the age of 69. The funeral arrangements for the late Godfrey A.B. Alexander, also known as Natty, of Tempe St. George, a resident of Spice Residential Care, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thanks for watching.
And verse 13, blessed is the day that died in the Lord. If your loved one died in the Lord, you have nothing to worry about. You could be confident that that one is in a better place. But what about you who are left behind to mourn? What if you had been called? Were you ready? If you are not ready, you can be ready while you're alive. The word of God says it's appointed unto man once to die, but after this is the judgment. So you can live, and after death, you're going to live forever. You would not be disintegrated.